The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Illinois' offense will go on the attack first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Illinois trying to move the chains on 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get at.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Illinois. Once he got some room, it was over. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Mississippi State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it.
And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long run. He has incredible vision. He can cut, and it's the game-breaking speed, David, that makes him truly unique.
Yeah, and he sets the tone, man. More guys are going to be committed to stopping him in the run game. It sets the tone for the offense. It opens up everything else. It starts and ends with him.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. He's got him. Touchdown Bulldogs. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Handoff to the lone back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds the big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. He'll set up to throw. Trying to barrel in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
Those big tight ends, they got those big old paws, those big mitts, and you can tell he just threw one up in the air, snagged the football and pulled it, made it look easy with those big hands.
They're trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. On target. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
A little screen to the running back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Mississippi State going up tempo.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. From the red zone, looking for a space. Oh, he's got it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll line up for a second down play. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Red pass, it's complete. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with the third and short, so the quarterback is licking his chops thinking there's no way the defense is going to be thinking I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding he's third and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball great with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big third down stop.
Trying to get the edge on the right. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at second and 11. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Got it in the middle to Deaton. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Cantrell. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Snags a quick pass on the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois picked up the 1st down. Now here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to throw again. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Illini! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback, good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. With the catch, it's Duarte. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Cantrell. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. One more snap coming before halftime. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The option. Quick toss. Got the first down and more. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Mississippi State right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Cantrell. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now on third down for this offense. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Eaton. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
Going the other way, and he's got room. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up.
There he goes. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Dumps it off in the flats. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Field goal is good. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 11 to Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Turns it loose deep. Makes the grab on the left side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Trying to beat him to the left. He's in open space downfield. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Mississippi State going up-tempo. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now he's looking to throw it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Rides to back and leaves it. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Jukes his way for more. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 30. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow him, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Quickly complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. It's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Positive plays, that's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, he'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Catch inside the 25. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Timeout called by the defense. To the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Illinois lining up quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Hines is tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. It's first and goal as Illinois comes to the line.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Buys a little time. Took a shot as he threw. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it one more yard to get it in.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Akron overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from InfoCision Stadium, these Zips got to be thrilled with this result. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Looking to throw on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Direct snap. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, fighting Illini. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game. And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onsides every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
My goodness, dude, that is close to 500 yards. Most people can't do that on air. Most people can't do that in a video game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw again. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Wants to go up top. And the throw and catch was good, but you got to do it in the field of play. And he couldn't quite keep that foot in bounds. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw for it. Moves away as he feels pressure. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot of staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Quick strike complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Second down coming up.
the pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Here's a heat. He's taking a deep shot. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Might be calling a hot route. They're still firing away even with this lead. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. Both of these teams are high-caliber